Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday Spotlight. And tonight, we have ourselves an Arctic survival adventure, Near Death, an independent game from the studio, I believe, is Orthogonal Games. This caught my attention. I want to say it came out in either last year or the year before. It was fairly recent, and the developer hadn't done much. But what stood out to me is it's essentially a survival game that's not a horror game. You're stranded in Antarctica after a plane crash, and your only goal is to you crash conveniently near a derelict Antarctic base. Your only goal is to survive and escape. There's no real characters. There's no real plot. Well, there's a couple characters in the sense of who you are and some other stuff we'll deal with later, but there's no antagonist. There's no monsters or hostile nature to deal with, just the weather and the hazards of the base itself. Anyway, let's begin. And yeah, the difficulty, considering the lack of antagonists... hey, Orange, good to see you. Considering the lack of hostile enemies in here, the only difference in difficulty that I know of is how long you can last out in the cold and the overall level of resources you have to work with. We'll keep it at normal just so you get a basic idea of the gameplay and I'm not scrounging around for materials. But yeah, you're constantly looking for supplies as you try to find some way out of this place where nobody knows where you are, and you're essentially cut off from anyone that might come to your rescue. So there's a lot of tension to be derived from that. Anyway.
Mactown, this is Deep Freeze 2. Supply drop was a success. Fuel is 5,000 pounds, 225 miles outside Mactown. Level at 5,000. We are inbound with an ETA of 2 hours and 8. Mactown, Deep Freeze 2 declaring an emergency. My number 2 is on fire and I'm shutting it down. Hydraulics 1 and 2 reading min pressure. Fuel now reading 10,000 and falling fast. I need vectors for a diversion to nearest. Mactown off. Over. Mactown, are you there?
Okay, think. What's close? There. Sutro. Okay, heading 215.
Sutro Ops, I am on approach for an emergency landing. Sutro, over. Is anyone there?
Obviously a 10-point landing. We will be there without any difficulties whatsoever. We will emerge unscathed from this. Right. So as you can see, we had a bit of a whoopsie doodle with our plane here. As far as I know, you're the only one on the plane, so no other survivors to worry about. However, we're stuck out in the cold. We've got minutes before we freeze to death. Yeah, exactly. Considering the state of the plane, being able to walk away from that is a small miracle unto itself. But yeah, this is very much a game about survival in an extreme environment, so it places a lot of emphasis on things that are normally taken for granted in other games. Like you have to actually be in a sealed room in order to warm yourself up. Conveniently, the base still has power, but you need to close any windows and doors. You need to seal up any breaches in the walls or the windows themselves. And you will sometimes need to use like a portable heater and other gadgets to survive when you can't actually make it to a safe place in time. So this is entirely... Yep, here we go. So there's our portable heater. Ground with it and stay near it to warm up. So yeah, it's in contrast to a lot of survival... Oh shit, okay. Right. So this building isn't actually heated. So we need this to warm up. And you sort of have to listen to audio cues from her for when she's ready to continue. And fuel is limited, so you need to be mindful of where you spend it and how much time you actually spend using it versus where the actual save points are. So yeah, they do a pretty good job representing... training time, that's a tutorial. They do a pretty good job representing how it feels to stumble around in the darkness, especially as the storm worsens over time. Okay, so we're at Sutro Station. we should be able to find a room that's actually sealed and heated. Make contact with McMurdo. Hang on a second. Where's my journal? Controls, key bindings, interact, info panel. Here we go. Alright, find a way to contact McMurdo and report your situation. Got it. Oh, perfect. Alright, let's get up and inside. Power, hab, and bar. Alright, something tells me this isn't heated either. Usually there's some clue as to whether you're in an area that has power and heat. You can actually see on the walls that there'll be frost or other indicators that the room temperature is falling. Yeah, see? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We are extremely not okay here. So, let's look around. Getting dangerously cold. Get to a sealed room as fast as you can. Use your portable heater to warm back up. Got it. Alright.
Better.
Got it. Let's keep moving. Alright. Yeah, even though we're indoors, there's not a lot to work with. Alright, outdoor temperature. Yeah, there'll be a thermometer near any exterior doors. And it's not just for show. You'll actually see it go down over time as the storm worsens. And that translates into having less time outside in order to do things. Alright, so we need to contact someone. That means get to a radio room. Inside. Now this is no good. Alright, heater only works in rooms that are sealed from the elements. Battery. Unfortunately, this is a game, yet another game with a 10-minute flashlight. So you sort of have to use your resources judiciously. There's only so much in the base we can actually pick up. Anyway, let's contact McMurdo and see if we can get some help coming. This is Mactown. You there? Lost communication from plane. Rerouted comms to Sutro. Hoping you made it there. Did you? I survived. I'm alive. Emergency landing successful. Not injured. Plane grounded. Inoperable. At Sutro Station. Place in disrepair. Copy? Message received. Glad you're alright. Am I? Alright, an optimistic assessment. This you, Jack? Yeah. Hi. Situation is, difficult. But you're gonna get through this. What circumstances at Sutro? Dark, cold, empty. In state of general decay. What happened here? Bad news. Sutro decommissioned. Goodish news. Only phase 1 complete. Some supplies, etc. still on site. We're investigating search and rescue options. Decom team left the generator running at minimum capacity, so systems shouldn't be locked up. Advise locating power building and generators and restoring main power. Don't know the station. Where are generators? Unsure. Sorry. Still digging up Sutro documentation. Good look for a station map? Oh. Or possible diesel stacks on a roof. Remember, you need me? I'm here. Okay, I'll find them. Keep me advised on SNR. We'll report back. Stand by. Alright. So, yeah. We need to get the power is still running in the base, but we need to actually start heating rooms, or otherwise we're going to run out of fuel and freeze. So, we are in comms. We need to get up here. Alright. So, clock is ticking. Let's get moving. Now, it is pretty reasonable in terms of difficulty once you actually do get to a safe area. As you can see, you can save and load any time. Let's see. I don't think we can pick this up, but these we'll need to pay attention to later. As the storm worsens, we'll need to actually build rope lines and set up lights and such so we can actually navigate in the blizzard conditions. Like I said, since the cold is your only real nemesis in this game, navigating it is a major focus of gameplay. Alright, power and radar this way. And yeah, like I was stumbling through earlier, they do a good job of actually creating an area that's dark enough for you to need a flashlight, and the other mechanics we'll get to, like the rope lines and such. You eventually start to have some real difficulty just moving around, and the stuff you pick up actually has real use. Like, okay, canvas, kerosene. Okay, still... You can actually see the fuel gauge on your portable heater here. It goes quickly, unfortunately. You can see the needle going down in real time. You don't need much of it to recover. And a full tank gets you for a while. But it's not indefinite. Okay. Okay, what do I have? Inventory. Okay, so we've got one more battery. We've got 3 more kerosene tanks. Canvas we'll need. We'll eventually have to make some patches for rooms that have been exposed. Like this, for instance. So... yeah, there's a teletype there. Alright, if a room is exposed to its elements, you can create window patches to seal broken windows. Got it. Generator access. Here we go. Ah, shit. Right. So the generator room has a hole in it. That's not ideal. That means this room cannot be sealed. But we can grab some equipment here so we can get the generators going. Exterior stair access. Alright. Alright, so let's make a patch. We'll seal up the teletype room and we'll contact what's his face for further instructions. Yep. This room is sealed-ish. Yeah, not enough to seal the generator room, no. But we can still get the generators working, I think. Shit. Is this room not sealed? I don't think it is. Oh, generator room door is open. Yeah, see, if there's a room to... if there's an open door, even to just another room that's exposed, this room will not heat. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, that's better.
Alright, good. Yeah, we'll drop a save here. Actually, just auto-saved. Alright. Now... crafting. Alright, let's make a window patch. So we've got the materials for that. Let's do it. Exactly, yeah. Tarp and duct tape was good enough for Matt Damon in The Martian. It's good enough for our purposes here.
Please hold.
Alright. So the snow in here won't thaw, but it will allow us to heat the room in a pinch. So let's use this and see what McMurdo has to say. Okay, possible diesel stacks on a roof, some documentation. Okay, so nothing new here yet, but at least we know where the generator is. Goals. Alright, so we gotta take a look at the generators here. Ah! Right. So we'll have to repair wires. Now we can contact McMurdo. Generator busted. Needs rewiring. I'm handy, but not an electrician. Please advise. Tyrone distributed equipment manuals to satellite stations last spring. Basic emergency protocol procedures outlined within. Should be one in Power Building. Rittenberg Station back online. No casualties, thanks to you. Hope that stays true. We'll look for manual. Stand by. Putting our heads together. Okay, we'll look for manual. Stand by for status update. Okay. Wiring repair manual. So we're going to need... oh, time to heal again.
Okay.
Alright, this thing's getting low. Let's fill it up. One canister doesn't fill it up all the way, it's kind of about half, but usually enough to get you going for a while. So there should be a manual to the generator somewhere in this building. Let's take a look around. Is there anything outside? Alright, so there's no second level here. Alright.
Come on.
Search the lockers. Found some canvas in there. Damn. Alright, that door's frozen solid. Okay. Clock's ticking. We need to get moving. So yeah, like I said, since you're in contact with a support personnel, you're not strictly speaking alone, but the game does a pretty good job capturing the sense of isolation. That you're in a desperate situation, effectively by yourself. Back up. Thaw them fingers out a little. And while there's no hostiles to worry about, there's a certain kind of tension, if not quite horror, that comes from being isolated in an extremely dangerous situation. That you realize that the safety systems we depend on as a society are just not within reach. There was actually repair fuel pump required. Generator's been acting up recently. Fuel pump gave out. Why lug another pump out of the fuel depot when this thing's getting shut down? Okay, so that needs a fuel pump. Well, one problem at a time. Exactly, yeah. It's the environment itself is naturally hostile to human life, and being in an abandoned space, knowing that there's nobody to help you, while it removes the spookiness of it, or it removes the outright fear of it, it does add a certain tension to it, as you realize no one is coming to help you. And the cold isn't trying to kill you. It's not a sentient entity, but it will eventually do the deed. So you need to haul ass and save yourself, basically. Alright. Okay, this is back around. That's the thing, yeah. A game like this, it's hard not to think of something like The Thing or other movies and media where the Arctic is as an isolating environment for something that's actively out to kill the protagonist. I don't know that it's deliberately invoking that. I think it's just a natural consequence of setting something in a derelict Antarctic base. But yeah, there's definitely that element to it. Alright. Reload battery. No, that's for my flashlight. Might have been the last one, too. Okay, I think I can get up to the second floor here. Hey, Octal! How's it going? How'd your stream go earlier? Ah, shit. Alright, I can't jump up that. But I might be able to climb the snowbank. Doing alright so far. We're stuck in the Arctic and we have no way home. So things are going just swimmingly. Alright. Let's see. No, that goes outside. Alright. Let's make another window patch. Oh, you watched The Thing yesterday? Oh, that movie is still great. Like, it's insane how well the creature effects still hold up, but they do so many interesting things with the environment and the characters, and they just slowly ratchet up the tension. The only thing worse than knowing the creature's somewhere there... The only thing worse than knowing the creature is on screen and about to do something horrible is not knowing where it is or when it's going to strike. Okay, here we go. Makeshift wiring bypass kit is an unfortunate but necessary part of keeping things running. Got it. Okay, so we got what we need. So now I think we can make yeah, wiring bypass kit. Let's get that going. Excellent. Ooh, the 4K version? Yeah, that movie's got to look incredible when upscaled.
Got it.
Because there's a certain quality to movies of that era where they were getting experimental with special effects, not really relying on CG stuff, certainly not all the time, but the results, while it was certainly a lot of work, resulted in a certain tangibility to special effects, to things like the creature, to things like the Predator or the original Alien, that later movies lacked. Okay, blue generator in the control room. So with the wires updated, or the wires fixed, let's get the generator going. But yeah, like we had Predator on in the break room last week, and there's always the sense that even though this is some kind of sci-fi creation, there's a certain realness to it, knowing there's actually a person there in a costume. Okay. Okay, when a building has been powered up, sealed rooms will generate warmth. If you're in a powered and sealed room, you don't need to use your portable heater to warm up. Excellent! So now that we're heating up, you should actually... let's see, I don't know if... Here we go, yeah, I can see the snow start to melt. That indicates that this room is now heated, and we don't need to use the heater to stay alive. Oh, that's right. You did say there was a Thing board game. I completely forgot about that. That'd be awesome. That'd be basically like a game of, like, Werewolf or something. Or, well, you know, Among Us, basically. Alright. So... locate a teletype, relay station, power status. Got it. Yeah, that'd be a really cool idea, having to figure out who is actually the Thing. Alright. So now this area is heated. Let's report to McMurdo and let him know things are slightly less fucked than they were a minute ago. Good idea with manual. Help me restore partial power. One generator is still offline. When do I get out of here? Gonna be blunt. Immediate SNR outlook poor. Not likely until sunrise. Oh, joy. Sunrise? That's weeks from now. You nuts? Know you're trying, Jack, but sun up, long wait. Wanted off the ice months ago. Understand, just over winter, you know? Skeleton crew, most suffering T3 syndrome. Slow cognition, fugue states, temp amnesia. Can get you through this. We'll stay in close contact. You won't be alone. I am alone, though, Jack. I appreciate your help, I do. But this place is not conducive to, existing. Ideas on next steps, still cold here. Well, weather conditions deteriorating. Condition 2 front approaching your location. You're gonna have to hunker down until plan devised. Check the HAB to see what food is available. Water facility for water reserves. Understood. We'll investigate supply situation and report back. Maybe I'll get lucky and find a stash of pudding pops. The swirly kind. Ah, you know, she's trying to look on the bright side here. Alright. Lighting situation is not ideal in here. Right, yeah, you'd probably need a group of people to accurately simulate the dynamics of the film. You'd need enough people that you couldn't just guess who the Thing is based on their behavior. The whole point is the paranoia. Alright, so restart the water processing facility, find food supply in the HAB. So we are here, and water and the HAB are this way. Alright, so that's to the southeast. Now, it is getting colder out there. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about the video game, The Thing. Like, eventually eventually, it's entirely just a straight-up action game that does some interesting things with the squad management, but just never really does much with, like, it has some interesting features to it, they just never really do much. Like, you're able to point your gun at someone and coerce them to take an action, even if they don't trust you, and squad trust is a thing, but ultimately it's easily managed. Like, you can keep your trust levels up just by keeping your party members supplied. Actually, I just want to double check one thing right here. So, fuel's that way, because I know they mentioned that. We'll probably need that later. I think, yeah, we gotta go southeast to the hab. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things the game lets you do that you almost never need to do. Like, you can do the blood test to determine whether someone is the thing, but all your squad mates turn out to be thing beasts at... The ones that turn out to be thing beasts do so at scripted intervals anyway. Okay, storm's getting worse. So hold on a second, I'm going to duck back in and save. Like right up to the moment that someone turns out to be the thing, they're a loyal, helpful squad mate who will blast at other enemies as needed, but the second they turn over, they pass a threshold at a trigger, that's when they turn out to be a monster. So it's actually disadvantageous to expose the thing until it's absolutely necessary. Alright, let's crouch. Radar, garage, science. Shit, going the wrong way. Yeah, that would make sense. You'd have people that would... Their trust in you would naturally deteriorate, and they'd require you to identify yourself. And based on what you do or what they think you're doing, they might start to grow suspicious, even if the thing is something else.
Got it.
Right, so I think... Alright, so if the fuel building's out that way, we need to go southeast. Let's try that one more time. Alright, I see lights that way. But yeah, it's kind of a shame. I do still kind of have a soft spot for the Thing game. And, like, they actually had John Carpenter in it. He even voiced a character in it. And made a brief appearance. He was involved in the project, but it was ultimately just a fairly standard third-person action game. With some interesting, but ultimately kind of jank squad management. Yeah, he played the professor you rescue at one point. And actually, he voiced the character. Shit. Alright, let's follow the light here. That's the other tricky thing about this game. You don't have a compass, at least not that I know of at first. So you need to... Okay, hab and bar, that's this way. So you need to follow directions carefully and consult the map regularly and sort of naturally find your way around. Or organically, I should say. Alright, let's get inside. Ah, fuck. Oh, boy. There's gotta be a door here somewhere. Here. Yeah, I started to succumb to the cold. Fuck. Crafting. Window patch. Gotta make one real quick. Work fast. Okay, shit. There we go. Okay, barely got through. When your screen goes all gray, you've got maybe 10 more seconds before you drop. And as we said before, as the condition worsens out there, you've got less and less time to work with.
Come on.
I think just one in this room, at least that I know of. There may have been a window to the dorms there. Alright. Okay, nothing new to report to McMurdo. Let's see if there's a way to restore power to this building. Basement and electrical. Got it. Alright, hold that thought. How we doing on batteries? We got 2. Good. Alright. Let's make these count. Alright, electrical. Good. Looks like this room is sealed. Probably need to repair the wiring in here, too. Gotcha.
Okay.
Repair frayed wires. Got it. Alright, crafting. Bypass kit. Perfect. Good. Oh, I actually played Distress. That was interesting. Like, I was thinking about playing that as well, and... Okay, good. Power is back on. Should be okay as far as temperature goes. Yeah, that also had a heavy focus on survival, since you had to manage your food, your temperature, and your exhaustion. Like, your characters actually needed sleep at some points. There are things about it I didn't necessarily like as far as the more horror-y elements, but I might still stream that at some point. There's a lot to talk about. It was interesting. I did like some of what it did. And it did a surprising amount of content afterward. Like, there were multiple endings, you had different characters you could unlock. They were very clearly going for the style of the film and the thematic elements to it. Oh, you did stream it. Awesome. I'll have to go back and check that out if I can. If you still have it up. If you're not, no big deal. But, yeah, it's an interesting game. There's stuff it does that I like. Okay. Alright, this hallway is not sealed. And that's why. There's a big hole in the wall there. Oh, that's right. It does have a co-op mode. Interesting. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, that would make it trickier, because on the one hand, you could have several people go to... You could, have people go to different parts of the base at the same time, but you also need to manage inventory separately. Like, you've got people you need to rely on to get the things you need, and vice versa. I could see that being fairly tricky.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, it does. Interesting. So I'm assuming that means, yeah, there's less stuff to go around, and the hostile creatures are a bit more aggressive. Things like that. Yeah, that could be a bit tricky to manage. Okay. Do I want to create a window patch? Not necessarily, because I think that goes to a room we were already in. Let's circle back around. Or maybe not. Okay. So food supplies located somewhere in the hab, not too far from comms. We are in the hab, right? Yeah, we have to be. Okay, so there should be a storeroom somewhere around here. Borrowed mess hall. Maybe something upstairs. Let's take a look. Hey, the bar. Oh shit, interactive pool table. Oh. That officially makes this an immersive sim. Oh, hang on a second. Gonna line this up. Let's see. We'll die comfortable. Alright, let's say... Alright, I need you to stay put. There we go. Yeah. Say 4 ball in the corner pocket. And... Oop. Nope. Wrong ball. Damn it. Okay, this is some jank physics here. We're going to have to... There we go. Okay. We have to get up on the table to play pool. Exactly how pool works. Alright. Right. 4 ball, corner pocket. Damn it! Let's try that again. There we go. 4-ball corner pocket. Not quite. Oof. Alright, one more try. Alright, 4-ball. Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing? Why are you moving? I see how it is. The pool balls are the real thing, monsters. Yeah, it's some jank physics at work here. But it's nice that they include something like this. Alright. 4-ball, that corner pocket. Yes! Yes! I'm the best at virtual pool while trying to survive and presumably having things to do. That was great. Wonder if there's an achievement for actually finishing the game. Yeah. On the ground? That's a baby's toy. Okay. No TV signal, but they were nice enough to leave a jukebox going. Did they leave us any beer? Shit. Okay, that's a shame. There we go. Okay, well, we got what we got. Yeah, I know. Without beer, is life really worth living? I think the living envy the... I think the survivors envy the dead now. Okay. Mess hall's all messed up, fittingly. Definitely not fixing that. Although I do find it amusing you can if you want to. Alright, can we get in there? Can we finagle through there? I think we gotta go outside. There we go. Alright. Okay, is this actually closed? I don't think it is. Maybe. Alright.
Come on.
Rummage, get some stuff. Take everything. Everything left behind is your property now. This is the official law of how Antarctica works. Alright, you know, I'm just gonna use the heater real bit so we don't have to run back. Fuck, it's not working. Oh, that's why. The fucking window's gone. Damn. Alright, we gotta hurry. Hustle back indoors. Nope, nope, don't climb the ladder. Clearly our pilot is suicidal. That will wear off. Okay, here we go. Let me sip of coffee. Alright. Now let's try that again. I'm guessing we gotta do a thing here to figure out if we actually have the food. Or we might actually... Let us see what we can see here. So I'm assuming we have to completely check all storage space in this building to ascertain whether we have food. And I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that we do not. Okay, this room I can seal.
Okay.
Yeah, that's got a... There we go, kitchen pantry. There we go. That's the tell, actually, if you can hear the wind outside. Alright, yeah. No food here, unfortunately. That's going to somewhat put a damper on our ability to survive here. It's alright, chin up. Now, interesting little detail here. We will eventually get a blowtorch that can melt the ice on a door, or we can repair a window and let this room thaw out. Now, in some cases, you'll need to melt the ice on a door to progress. In others, it's just kind of finding another way around. We'll leave that be for now, but there are little variations here and there based on what resources you have at your disposal. But in any case, we need to get back to the teletype machine. Hey, Ivory, good to see you. This is definitely a weather in which you will want a fur coat, by the way. Surprisingly, not much in the way of spooks. In fact, very little. It's mostly just about not dying due to the cold. Although we did have some fun with a pool table. Actually, let me see if I can sink one more ball in. We'll say... You know what? Yeah. Yep, we gotta get up on the table again. Alright. Gonna hit that 11 ball at just the right angle and corner pocket. Oh, so close. One more shot, one more shot. Yeet! Okay, yeah, that's game. That will be a telling sign of our luck in the future, I'm sure. Oh, fitting. How apropos. I'm going to guess that they too were not chased by a shape-shifting monster that was bent on killing and replacing them. I mean, you know, they probably were, but trying to be optimistic. Trying to say this'll be the adventure that doesn't go wrong. Anyway, pantry's cleaned out. This is very distressing. Need energy, Jack. You know how many calories it takes just to breathe down here? Your food stash anywhere else? Not likely. Protocol, you know? Situation difficult for sure. Not impossible, I swear. We're working on solutions. Best next step is to check on water supply. Head for water building and report back. I'm heading to engineering. Back in 10. So yeah, as mentioned, as we explained earlier, we are in touch with support personnel back home who are trying to get us out of this, but for the most part, we are utterly alone out here. And now we've got light poles that'll help us navigate, because we are going to be moving further afield, away from the more well-built infrastructure of the base, and require help in navigating. So, we are in the hab. The water is this way across the bridge. So, let's save up and brace ourselves. Damn. There's the bridge. Alright, let's go. Yeah, so we need light poles to mark our trail as we go. This at least has a light near the bridge, but this will be more of a factor as we proceed. Alright. Hang in there. Oh, fuck! Well, shit. Yeah, this is... Alright, greenhouse. Right, we gotta hustle. Right, this got fucked in a hurry. Let's go. Alright, hang in there. Think warm thoughts. Think warm thoughts. Think about cute purple ladies with blindfolds that like a lot of chains and get bullied by their sisters. I mean, it works for me. It should work for other people. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't really collapse so much as just fly apart. Okay. Thankfully, the greenhouse is in much better condition. More or less. But we do need to reconnect and figure out what the next plan is, because now the water facility is inaccessible. Let's just say that Ryder is a vibe for all seasons. Truly something everyone can enjoy. Alright, greenhouse research. There's got to be a teletype machine here somewhere in here. There are not. They make it plain from the store page that this is just about cold weather survival, so it's not really about evading hostile entities as you try to escape. It's mostly just trying to withstand the cold. And as the temperature falls, that becomes more of an issue. So yeah, it's more about the sense of isolation and the mounting tension of your situation than it is about outright horror. Although a few areas are sufficiently poorly lit that they kind of invoke that feeling just kind of an accident. Exactly, yeah. Alright. Did I search this already? I did not.
Okay.
Alright, battery, that's something. And there is kind of a natural unease in the sense, like we said earlier, that you are in an environment humanity was not meant to survive in, and everything about where you are is kind of hanging on by a thread. Lights are thin and flickering, your supplies dwindle with everything you do. Just getting to another building is kind of a major accomplishment. Alright, anything else to search here? There is a box. Come on, there's gotta be a radio room or something around here. Alright, no, we just went through here. Damn. I must have passed it. That's not it. We'll make another pass through the greenhouse. It's got to be here somewhere. One interesting little detail is if you have a teletype in a room that is not sealed, your character writing will actually reflect the fact that you're still being exposed. Like, you'll actually start seemingly having trouble striking keys, and the words will become unsteadier and more, like, hasty. You're like, hurry up, I'm freezing out here. For ultimately a pretty simple game, there's a lot of neat little attention to detail like that. Truly, in times of darkness, we must look to the things we can all enjoy. Okay, so there is a room up there. How do we get up there? Is there a stairwell in the greenhouse? Ah, here we go. Yes. Greenhouse office. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Yep. Good catch. Anything out here?
Got it.
Alright, sample pole. We'll need that to build some stuff. There's our boy. Oh, no, that's just a typewriter. There it is. Here we go. This place is trying to kill me. Antarctica trying harder than ever to kill me. Just took a flight without a plane. Was heading to water and now bridge is out. I need out of here. Any vehicles on site? Vehicles? Hold. Inventory indicates crew left the Snowcat on site for Phase 2 hauling. But, MacTown 225 miles. Would never make the trip. Can make it, make it. Can refit for long distance. Crazy idea. Crazier than, I think I'll get a job in Antarctica? Point taken. There's a nice bit of tongue-in-cheek to the character. You don't really get a sense for who these people really are, but they have some nice back and forth as you proceed. Alright, so Snowcat is stored in Sutro Garage, on northeastern edge of installation. Reckon it's worth a look. Heading there now. Going to check it out. You guys run diagnostics, see what I'm going to have to do to get this thing ready for a long trek. Feels good to have a plan, even a nuts one. Exactly, yeah. It's very gallows humory. The pilot understands that she's in a desperate situation and trying to survive. The people back home are doing their best, considering they can't physically reach her and can't get anything to her. All they can really do is relay information, and she's mostly on her own out here. And they get into a few more personal details much, much later on. And it's not a very long game. I think I beat it in maybe about 5 or 6 hours. Let's see here. So we're in a greenhouse. There's a path to comms back up to the northwest. So where's the garage from there? Oh, of course. Greenhouse, comms, power, garage. So what do we have? We got a couple light poles. We'll save some of that just in case we need to make more, actually, I don't know if... I'm just talking to myself. You know what, I'll make it a wiring bypass kit just in case. Good to have this stuff ahead of time. Same with a window patch. Alright. So, let's head back outside. Oop. Alright, so... outside... and to the northwest. Which is a very fuzzy sense of getting your bearings here. Okay, comms. So we're going to follow the path, quote-unquote, this way. Alright. Save on battery. Comms is this way. We're sort of sheltered from the wind in this narrow valley, but that will be more of an issue once we get out in the open. And considering the scope of the game, they actually do a pretty good job giving you just enough space to get lost in. Alright, we gotta haul ass. We're not gonna last much longer. Oof. Is this the right way? God, I hope so. Something tells me I took a wrong turn somewhere. Fuck. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's very easy to get lost, and that's the primary challenge of the game as the storm worsens. Fuck. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lose this. Yeah, when you enter your kind of danger state... Oh, here we go. Your vision does clear as kind of a bit of mercy. Oh, thank God. Alright, I think we're in comms. Dodged a bullet there. Alright. So we're back in comms, I believe so. Yes, here we go. Or power, actually. So somehow we missed comms entirely. Like I said, they do a pretty good job funneling you towards critical objectives while still giving you enough room where navigation is key and you can potentially get lost. It's not full on like Miasmata, but... Alright, so it looks like we can go up here. There's some kind of shed where we can probably park to heat ourselves, and then we'll make it to the garage. So, let's save. Exactly, yeah. I don't think there is a compass, actually, which itself is also part of the challenge. And it would make sense for you to have that in a situation like this. But, what can you do? We're sitting here on a budget. Okay, garage. So as you can see, we're sort of marching out into darkness, hoping to find light. And there are poles out there, but since the base is run down... Alright, this must be the shed we were looking at. Not all of them are going to be operable. Okay. Alright, got rope. Good. Light poles. Excellent. Yep, alright. Refill. Alright. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Stick one of you in the ground here. So we can quickly get back. Heat ourselves up one more time.
Better.
Alright. Garage should be south from here. Looks like we got a rope line here. That'll be helpful. In fact, let's stick another light there. I think I can see a building. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Ah, shit. There's got to be another way in. Door's frozen over. Oh, my kingdom for a blowtorch right about now. Alright. Fuck. Alright, that's... well, that's frozen shut too. This is... not good. This is very, very not good. Okay, garage inaccessible. Alright. We need a backup plan. Alright, back to the shed. Okay. Go there and investigate. That was the garage, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be. Alright. We'll make one more dash at it, see if I missed the door. This might be an indication we need to get the blowtorch first before we can get inside. Yeah, that door is frozen. Shit. Yeah, I don't think there's a way in. Unless we can jump on that thing. Which seems like it'd be a terrible idea in Arctic conditions. Yep. Unfortunately, we can't mantle onto stuff either. It's also burning through heat. Fuck. Oh, hey, here we go. I think I could jump in through here. Alright, see ya, guys. Or I could if I weren't freezing to death. Alright, let's go over here. Shit, that door's frozen too. Can we make it somewhere? Alright. Death or glory. Follow the rope line. Hopefully it leads to safety. Oh, Octo's leaving. Sorry, I missed that. Sorry. Shit. Nah, I think it got me. Unless... maybe... Nope. We're fucked. Yep, nope. That got me. But yeah, have a good night, Octal. Thanks for coming. Alright, I think what I need to do is go to the fuel depot instead and get a blowtorch first. There might be something I investigate that prompts me, or I might have missed something. I know that's a thing we have to do eventually. Actually, what time are we looking at? Hour in? We'll go for maybe another 15 minutes. Okay, so we are here. Fuel depot is that way. Yes, thank you. No, I'm playing it this way for a reason. Actually, I am going to try to jump into that one section of the garage, just to make sure that's not the solution. Oh, wait a minute. I see. Okay, this makes sense. Yes, okay. Hey! Conveniently, we have a bypass kit handy. Good. Alright. Now, can we get inside? Fuck. Wait. Here we go. Okay. Alright.
Better.
Good, good. Hey! There's the blowtorch. Okay, now we're golden. Alright, let's loot this place. Solder. Yeah. So this uses the same fuel as your portable heater. So you need to be mindful of your overall supply. If you can't seal a room, however, it's your only way to thaw out a door. Alright. Here we go. There's our snowcat. So we gotta up armor this thing, and that'll be our ride home. Hopefully. Alright. And actually, I'm gonna save real quick, because I want to double check that detail about typing the cold. I do remember that being a thing. Jack, you there? Sorry. Oops. Typos. Sorry. Hand's basically frozen. Anyway, Snowcat is present and intact. As am I, more or less. You guys run a diagnostic? You there? I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Have to tell you, pause between our conversations is extremely, harrowing. Jeez, I feel for you, Jack. Must be awful sitting there with only the heater for company. I have to say, I can't really recommend stumbling around the most terrifying environment on Earth in pitch black with just a flashlight either. Sorry, sarcasm warms me. Thanks for concern. Do you have a plan? Yes! Spoke to Odile in engineering. Priorities are A. Increase fuel capacity. B. Modify setup for long-distance communication. Both possible via salvaging equipment. There's an LD antenna installed at comms, but retrieval dangerous. You'll need to grab a situ transmitter. As per fuel situ, acquire a storage tank from water building. Got it. Grab an antenna, transmitter from comms, and a tank from water. Don't die in process. Got it. Stand by. Maybe sometime. Alright, so let's reload that real quick. And yeah, that is a cat built for some Arctic weather. Unfortunately, not a very fluffy one, but they will be a loyal companion nonetheless. Yeah, once we kit her with everything we need. Alright, let's seal this room.
Okay.
There we go. Let the place thaw out. Search everything.
Got it. Come on.
Just style it like a cat, give it a big fur coat. That'd be cute, actually. Make it like the Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile, but, you know, like a big cat instead of a hot dog. Jack, you there? Oops. Typos. Oh, okay, so... Oh. I guess I was mistaken. I guess this is just how this one types. Never mind. I take it back. I take it back, dear Death. But overall, I do like the dialogue here. The way it's written. It feels very naturalistic while trying to be economical. Yep, I gotcha. Gotcha. Alright. So yeah, that's the next leg of the plot, basically, such as it is. To get this thing ready for your journey home. And I think actually we'll call it there, because that's a pretty involved project, and that's basically... that gets you closer to the end game. But, yeah, we'll save there and we'll call it a night. And... automated error station, even 50 degrees. That would be a neat idea. I'm actually a little let down that that wasn't the case. Because I remember seeing that, and I thought, oh, that's actually a really interesting little detail. But overall, I really do like this game. It's simple. Right now, it's actually on sale. It's literally just $2 US. But for what it's doing, it succeeds, and it's... I'm tripping over my own tongue here. It's ultimately a very simple game, but it succeeds on its focus of creating this hostile environment, giving you a set of tools to survive it, and creating little bits of character and moments of levity, even while the weather itself is beating down on you. And I think it's a pretty reasonable depiction of trying to survive in an extremely hostile environment. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a good night. We'll be back to Yakuza on Saturday as well. Next Sunday I've got off, and I will be there for Eyes on Tuesday, back to the usual time of our Disco Elysium streams. But yeah, have a good night, and thanks for coming.